So this is my room, and of course I've got 3 very large bookshelves. I just wanted to do something where I could put a bunch of similar figures on the same shelf. This is what I call my Queen's shelf. These are all my favorite ladies, and Majima, because he happens to fit here. He can hang out with the queens. I mean, it's Majima. How could you not love that? Below is the Osamatsu-san shelf. So you guys might remember I pulled this poster out of one of the Posh magazines, and that's what I'm using as a background right now. This is the cute little shikashi that Amanda sent me. And then, of course, the famous Nendoroid Nendos. So I wanted to do something different with this shelf, so I set them up kind of as like a rainbow formation. Of course, the centerpiece being this beautiful group shot. I have, of course, the little table that I set up as well, and then little Ichimatsu and prize figure. It ended up being pretty great for this shelf, so I don't mind the size. And then, of course, I have the minis along with their large Nendos. Like the way this one came out. I might have to change it, like I might have to put another tier, like another riser, just to have even more Osamatsu-san figures. So I'm going to be on the hunt for some new Oso figures in the future. Anyway, next shelf. This is what I consider my Nendoroid shelf, but it's kind of got a crazy collection of things here. My favorite figure ever is this prize figure of the Conductor from Galaxy Express 39. I know, not fancy, but I really love him. He was one of my first figures. This is the Eevee that I did a video for. This, of course, lovely Fruits Basket figure from Anime Midwest. I got this guy from one of the blind boxes. Trading figures of the Conductor, of course, because I love him. And my favorite Nendos! I have some other Nendoroids on pre-order, so they're going to fill in the rest of these shelves. These are actually plastic spice racks that you can buy off of Amazon if you need something like that. A couple of one-piece figures that I pulled out of the random boxes because they're cute. Oh, these are the Monster Hunter figures that came out, I think back in 2010, might have been 11. Love those though. And then here's some smaller ones. I forget when these came out, might have been 2012, but I really like the bases on these. They have little actual grass bases. Anyway, and then I also have all of the 1-coin Persona 4 figures. This is the non-glasses version of them. My friend got the glasses version. So we had a lot of fun opening these up together. Got these before I started my channel, so there's never been a formal review. My favorite chibi arts is this Shirahoshi. Of course, this is my little Dharma that I got with Morgan. He's hanging out there for right now until I switch my keys up. And this is the giant ace that I got out of one of my One Piece random boxes from Ami Ami, so I love him. If anyone's curious, my first Nendoroid ever was this Ryuk. I switched his base for one of the new square bases so he kind of matches everyone. Yeah, I really like this setup. The poster I put in the back of this shelf is the Zelda Minish Cap poster that I've had for many years. Many years. Next up we have this shelf. This is a video game shelf. I actually lent one of my Yokai Watch games to Dylan, so there's a little hole there. We can fix that. Anyway, I have the Strong World poster on the back. I forget where I got this poster. I think a friend sent it to me, but it's the rough sketches that Oda did. And of course, one of my very first figures I ever owned. This is Professor Layton. I love this figure. This is the Reveltech. You can still pick this one up, but they just announced the Nendoroid, so I'm super excited. I keep my Layton games in this box that I made. This is art by Weird Rat on DeviantArt. And these, of course, behind my DS, are the little Petite Prop Plus figures. These were the first figures I ever bought from an anime convention. So they mean a world to me. You can't find them anymore, but they're lovely. Earlier this year I opened up a bunch of the One Piece WCF figures, so that's what these are. Here is my sweet little smoker. I don't know if you guys remember that video, but I got him after a vacation home. I like collecting old books. I had to get rid of a lot of them for the move, but these are the 3 that I really wanted to keep. So I've got Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, Ken Ward in the Jungle, and Wind in the Willows. They're like 1930s editions, I really like them. And the rest of these are just a bunch of DS games, and this is where I charge my DS. Hello, my little DS, I love you so much. Really too much to say here. I mean, I've just been collecting a lot of Blu-rays lately, so this is a lot of Blu-rays, and then some DVDs. Ooh, this is important. I finally collected all 4 DVDs for the Area 88 box set that Booster Box Buster sent me. Again, these are just more DVDs on the very next shelf over. This, of course, is a lot of stuff that I've received as gifts, or you guys have seen in hauls before, like these Godzilla movies. But there's not much to say here. Underneath is the fascinating shelf, to some, anyway. This is my nail polish collection, and I was specifically requested to go through it. So here we go. This next section is going to be nail polish. I'll put a time here if you want to skip this, but if you want to dive into this collection with me, here we go. This is Nail Polish Nation over here. So I just keep these in Tupperware boxes. I have little sparkly bases for the bottoms of my boxes to keep them all even. For those who are curious, when I use a base coat, if I'm doing thick glitter, I use Peel Off Base Coat. You can pick this up off of Amazon. If I'm just using normal nail polish and I don't need to peel it off later, I just use Sally Hansen 7-in-1 Complete Care. This actually has essential oils in it to keep your nails healthy. I'm in need of a new bottle. This one's almost empty yet again. If you guys need a good top coat, I do recommend the LA Colors Rapid Dry Fast Drying Top Coat, especially if you're doing nail art. It dries really quickly. It's a little bit on the watery side, but it makes it easy to use. And if you want a thicker, more filling top coat, I do suggest one that I have over here. You can always use these Sally Hansen gel top coats. They work on any nail polish and they just give you great shine and a lot of protection from chipping. So those are just some suggestions from me there. Anyway, I guess I can talk about some of my colors. The color I'm wearing right now is from LA Colors. This is part of the Unicorn edition. This one is called, I think, Sweet Enchantment, yes. This is the nail polish I wore to Anime Oasis. This is Studio M. If you want like really good glitter nails and really good matte colors that go on in one coat, I do suggest Studio M if you can find it. It's kind of rarer now, used to be more common. Whenever I wear crackle coats, it's the Sally Hansen crackle coat. I have a lot of that. Let's see, this is the old hard candy long tubes. They still sell these. This is the color that I wore. It's called Prep Squad. Prep Squad I wore for the Ichimatsu Nendoroid review. If you guys were curious about that color, I get a few questions on that. Generally, if I'm wearing a bright color on my nails or a solid color, it's usually a Revlon. These are great. You can actually find these for super cheap at places like Big Lots. I wouldn't pay $9 for a bottle, but for $2 in a 2-pack, that's how I got a lot of these. Yeah, they're really pretty. Sultry and Magnetic, these were the colors I wore for the WCF unboxing. It's a really good purple combo. This one is called Zealous, so it's a good color. Sinful colors, I have a lot of these Sinful colors. Nail polishes, I think because these were just easy to buy. I used to live next to a grocery store that sold them for 99 cents. So this color is called Hazard. It's an orange color. It's one of my oldest ones. I used to wear this all the time. Moving on up, if you ever need a really good solid gold color, like a metallic gold, Orally has a color called Halo, which is this gold color. And the thing I suggest doing with this is taking a matte yellow and pouring just a little bit into the bottle to brighten up the gold. It does wonders. It's a great gold color. One of the other ones that I really like are these Tsum Tsum Smackers nail polishes. These came out for Halloween one year, and I really, really like them. They're super cute. I'm missing the Ursula color, unfortunately. I still need to find that one. So another thing I like to buy a lot of is Wet n Wild Wild Shine. These are always really cheap. You can actually buy them out of most dollar stores, and they're a very good alternative. So they have a lot of nice colors. Whenever I'm wearing like holographic nails, it's usually one of these two colors. My favorite being this one. This is my third bottle. This is called Kaleidoscope. It just has a really nice holographic glitter. Oh gosh, this is a really ancient bottle. It's already starting to leak again. But this is Milani. This is called Natural Touch. This is the color I'm wearing in the Kirby Stackables video. So I get that question quite a bit. It's Milani. They don't sell Milani nail polish very often anymore, but you can still find it online. If you guys see me wearing red nail polish, it's usually this Sally Hansen Gel Miracle Red. It's just one of the best ones. It's called a Rhapsody Red. The other red I like to wear is this Fantasy Makers, also Wet n Wild. I also love these skull caps. This one's called Bloody Marie, and it's a really good deep red. Most of the LA colors I own are just sparkle top coats. They're kind of the best for that. The base colors are kind of hard to work with. You need a lot of coats. So there you go, guys. That's 6 boxes of nail polish. I get a lot of questions how many I own. I don't know. I haven't done a solid count in a while. Over 100. Over 100. Still one of my absolute favorite nail polishes, simply because the conductor is on it. That's from Etude House, which also has really nice nail polish. Onto the One Piece shelves. So these are a lot of my One Piece figures. I actually have them on about 6 shelves. So here is me backing up in my room, trying not to step on the dogs. But yeah, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shelves essentially are One Piece figures. And I don't want anyone to feel intimidated or think this is a big collection. I've actually seen larger. But just keep in mind that I've been collecting since about 2010, 2011 for a lot of these. So this has been years of buildup. I don't think anyone should start a collection off this hard. And not everyone wants a collection this big. But yeah, so starting off, I have 3 tiers of risers. A lot of people ask me what I use for my risers. This is actually styrofoam wrapped in black paper. Styrofoam is great because it's already a solid rectangle shape. I had a lot of it left over from moving, and it's lightweight, and it's great because it's cheap, affordable, and you won't bow your shelves. You won't have so much weight that they're falling. Glass risers are really nice. They're just pricier, and they tend to add a lot of weight. Here is the crocodile that I got from that crazy sale on HobbyLink Japan. Probably the best sale I ever got on a figure. Here is the smoker that I love so, so much. I also, just before moving, picked up Crocodile and this amazing Blackbeard. but I lost the stem for Blackbeard, so I gotta find a replacement at some point. There's Smoker, I love him, he's in the back. There's that amazing Law, Master Star's Law, that looks great next to POPs, by the way. I got that from Boyish Figure. And of course, here is my amazing ace that I got from Booster Box Buster. I love him. This Luffy I did from that Loot Crate opening, and this Shanks I also picked up. Shelf just below that, this is where I have all my chopper stuff. This is my Strong World chopper next to my Film Gold chopper. This is the limited edition pink chopper. I really love that animal print design. Horn point chopper, my favorite point on chopper. The plush that I got, my phone is ringing. I have to go get that. Okay, ignoring the phone call, let's get back to this. This is a bunch of the prize figures and Ben Presto figures and a couple sculptures, like this Polly is a sculptures figure. And I just have them hanging out in the back. There's Grand Line Men on this shelf as well. I like this Jeans Freak Bartolomeo behind this Usopp. But yeah, a lot of these were gifts that I received just before I moved, so I never did reviews on them. But they look pretty badass on a shelf together, so I'm pretty happy with that. Is one of my main shelves for the Figuart Zeros. You guys, I'm known for collecting these. So let's just go down the line. I have a riser back here with normal time skip Chopper and Frankie, Usopp, Nami, and Robin. This is probably one of my favorite figures that I've ever bought. This was totally worth getting. This is the Law and Luffy duo figure, the 5-year anniversary, I think, for the anime figure. I don't know. That video is on my front page if you guys are curious. Sanji, Zoro, Brook, and Smoker. Smoker front and center because he's my favorite. Brook because he's trolling Smoker. I love that. Then of course we have Perona and Sabo. We have the kit I built. It made it through the move safely minus the decal. For some reason the decal I had on the sale from the kit actually like flaked off. It just completely fell off in the moving truck. I think from the cold and heat. So at some point I'll fix that, but otherwise, yeah, my kit made it safe. I really want to build more of them. Next to that, this house is kind of my big figures, so this is where Magellan and Moria, Boa Hancock, Dofi, and Enel live, and of course the 3 admirals. I did videos on all 3 of those admirals. This is one of the backgrounds that I put up. I have a habit of putting posters or playmats on the back of my walls just to make my figures stand out against a background rather than a neutral black or brown. So that helps jazz up a shelf if you guys are ever decorating. Here are the bigger main shelf, I guess, like I showed you guys earlier. But yeah, all Figuart Zeros. A lot of older ones. Still adore this Beppo so much. And of course, people ask what's my very first Figuart Zero. It was this Doflamingo, actually, and I still love him. He still looks great. I said I wasn't going to put up a plush shelf, but you guys, I love my plushes so much, and I have a third shelf. Why not fill it with plushes? I actually have a Pokemon poster behind them, but you guys can't see because of this plethora of plush goodness. So some of these, kudos to you if you recognize most of these, because some of them are very old, like this poor little Trigun cat's very old. But yeah, I have Spiritomb. He was in the back of a couple Pokemon opening videos. So was my Pikachu in one of my shop reviews. And this is an old Hamtaro plush of Bijou. I love her. She is huge and fantastic, and I can't believe she made it through the move. This is Anxiety Owl on Twitter. I posted that I was looking for a plush after Valentine's Day, and I found him, and I love him. This is an ice cream cone. It's just a random one I got as a Valentine's gift once. And of course, Koro-sensei, just hanging out in the middle, looking like a creeper. That came out of one of my videos. This is Domo-kun. This is Soccer Domo. My dad got him for me, and I love him. And of course, I've got sweet little Tamaki Bear here, and this little plush, which is from Sentimental Circus. These two remind me of my best friend, so they mean a lot to me. And of course, we have this lovely little plush, which, gosh, why are you got dust and string on you? What is happening? So yeah, and then of course, little plush from opening that box set. So yeah, I really like this shelf. I was worried to have it because my dog is known for stealing plushes, but when it's a wall of color, he's been ignoring it, so it's fine. Yay, we have another Persona dedicated shelf here. So this is all of my D-arts of Persona 4. And of course, Thanatos. It's probably my favorite out of this bunch. I'm really glad that I have that one. This is one of the earliest figures I own. This is the Chogokin Aegis. I did a photo review on my old blog spot, but I never did a video review. And Konohara Sakura. We also have Summer Wars right here. Love them. So I kind of left this shelf a little bit more empty because I'm planning to get more posable figures in the future. But until then, my Unicornos have returned! Yay! They've been gone for years. Anyway, these are my Unicornos. I have most of Series 1 and some of Series 2, and then I stopped collecting them because where I had them in my old house, they kept falling down, and I was worried. This poor little guy got broken a couple of times. But I really want to go back and collect some of the other series, and they have mermaid unicornos now, which I'm living for, and I really want some of those. But yeah, I adore them. I really want to buy more and continue this giant line of unicorns. Can I do that? Does that sound okay to you guys? I don't know. Next up we have my bottom shelves down here, which is where I keep a lot of my art books. Here is Shige art book. I love this one. It's a beautiful one. I did a review on this Assassin's Creed poster book. I was really happy. I've had a few comments and messages before that said this helped people with a decision about buying it, so I'm really happy that that video was well received. One of my oldest art books is, of course, the Blanc et Noir Death Note book. So this thing's gorgeous. I'm sure there's tons of reviews already on. And, of course, Alice Madness Returns. I actually filmed a video reviewing this art book, and the footage was so blurry I didn't upload it. So I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. POP book. A lot of people have done reviews on this, but it's just a book on all the different Mega House POP figures. I actually did film this book review. This is an artworks book for works for Persona 3 and 4. I don't know if you guys want to see that. I could edit that if you want. Of course, all of my One Piece art books. I love that they made the English version, and it seems to be like a nice big compilation of these. However, I already own them, so I'm not buying it. That book is great, though. Really like that it's English translated. I did get the latest One Piece art book, so I might be doing a video on Wolf. Let me know in the comments if you guys want that. Grasshopper book was in one. These are a bunch of card books. All of my One Piece cards are in this one. A bunch of Gundam is in this one. A bunch of Pokemon and other stuff is in those. This is the Domo! I did a video reviewing this Domo game because the art cards are actually really quite amazing out of it. This is all just folders and junk. Not very interesting, but hey, there's that shelf. So this is honestly a catch-all shelf. One of the things of note on here are these Lunatric teas. I used to collect these with a friend of mine. My best friend actually has a lot more of these, and we always open them out of random boxes. They're kind of hard to find today. My favorite one, of course, is this little green tea variant. I think she's cute. This is just a catch-all shelf. Remaining DVDs, a couple of larger manga. I bought this quite recently and lent it to Dynamic Dylan. This is Junji Ito's Cat Diary. So if you love cats, this is definitely worth reading. It's really cute and interesting. Fascinating take, seeing a horror manga artist just talk about cats. This, of course, is the box set for A Silent Voice. I'm going to do a video on that for you guys very soon. And then this is other stuff that I love. I really like the art on this Persona box, so I kept it. This was a gift figure. I don't know anything about Idolmaster. I think this is from the movie. She just has a really cute outfit. Double Bubble Gumball Machine. I've always wanted one my whole life, and I finally own one. So this is a working version. I really like it. Dream Car is a Cadillac DeVille, so my dad got me a Cadillac DeVille. And it's cute, and I like it. And it's there. The rest of these shelves are basically like art supplies. I'm working on a bunch of ink drawings right now, so there's a sneak peek, I guess. This little shelf is just for music and art supplies, like I said. I've got this big Whisper plush, and I love him. And it's where my laptop lives and charges, and then here's some of my wall art. This is the Shonen Jump poster that came out back in 2003 with one of the issues, and I finally framed it. I'm really happy to have that one framed. And then up here, of course, we've got Minnie and Mickey. Sorry, the glare is crazy on these. And then one of my greatest thrift store finds, because I like to go thrifting, is this Disney print from the animation gallery of Lady and the Tramp, which is one of my favorite movies as a kid. I loved Lady and the Tramp. Okay, not that interesting. Nightstand in bed. Water dish, my dog drinks out of a watermelon-shaped bowl. And my manga shelves. So these are shelves specifically designed for this size of book. I think they were supposed to be for readers' books, but they fit manga perfectly. I bought them at a thrift store, and they're quite lovely. And this is all One Piece. This volume's sticking out because I'm rereading the Dressrosa arc. So that's the bookmark I use for that. I've also started collecting Golden Kamui. I wanted to do like a manga update video, but I guess you guys are kind of seeing it early. Here's a Kuzan figure that's just great for holding books in place. So he's just chilling out there. Aha, aha. And of course I have this lovely One Piece poster. I forget which exclusive this was. It might have been Comic-Con or something. but I had a friend go and I asked them to pick this up for me because I love this Luffy art and I wanted to have it near my manga. Above that is this lovely poster. This is concept art. I really love concept art for video games. Professor Layton Unwound Future. I just love the watercolor effect in this cityscape. It's very cool. And I got a nice large frame for it. I forget the size. I think it's 22 by 28. Next up is, of course, this Link figure. This is probably the most expensive figure I own. I did a video on him, I think last year, and I just always, all my life wanted just a really pristine, amazing, classical Link figure. So he gets to live right by my TV, so I see him every morning. This, of course, is a nice large K2SO. I really love K2SO from that movie, and my dad found him for me, so he got him for me. Clock. I have a weird habit. I love going to thrift stores and looking for strange clocks. I used to own a lot more of them. I'll fix them if they're broken. But this is a nice geode clock. I really like it. It was broken and I fixed it. And now it actually holds the time better than a lot of my other clocks. This is one of the trading figures. I can't remember which set this was, but it was Phantom Hourglass, and I really like Phantom Hourglass. TV, PS4, controller, Wii U. Oh yeah, on the Wii U, the interesting part, of course, are these lovely, lovely figures. These are the amiibo for Breath of the Wild because I adore Breath of the Wild. So I got this one for Christmas. Probably my favorite. Just looks awesome. This is one of my favorite things. This is a bunch of the One Piece metal charms that you had to eat candy to collect all of these. Gosh, and I spent forever buying packs of, I think it was Pucho candy, I can't remember now. But my mom saw all of these hanging out because I didn't know what to do with them. I literally bought the packs to get Smoker. And she put them on a charm bracelet for me, so it's very Punk Hazard theme. It's got like red and ice blue for Magma and Ice, and it has all of the characters. This is only out because I'm going to wear it later, and then these are the earrings that I usually wear with it. So that's kind of just hanging out today for no reason. Yay! Like I said, I love game concept art, and Alice Madness Returns is one of the most beautiful games that I own. So this is all concept art from the game, and these are limited edition lithographs that are signed and numbered by the artists. So I've always wanted to get those up in frames. Bam! So I finally got to do that. The glare on poster frames is crazy, but this is called Mysterious East. This one's my favorite. I love the view on this one. The HMS Griffin. Ah, this really sweet castle. This is Queensland Gate. And Veil of Tears, just called Tears in the concept art. And below that, behind my door, this is concept art for Bloodborne. Woo! It's so shiny, it's showing my wall in the back, but I promise this is Bloodborne art. But yeah, it's really quite huge. I also found this large frame at a thrift store. It's crazy. This is, of course, posters for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, because I love this artwork so much. So I just really wanted to get that in a frame. It gets to hang out right by my door, right by my light switch in my closet. This is another clock I found in a thrift store and I fixed it because it was broken. This is a cat's clock. And what does that mean? I don't know. I looked this clock up and it seems to be a Korean clock. And I love this clock because of the English message on it, so I have to read it to you guys. It says, "Cats is a romantic His fun personality is a wonderful mixture of 19th century romanticism and impressionism. Just one of those odd little things. I just love strange oddities like local clocks and weird just nothing characters. Like, he's just a character for this clock. So yeah, I love it. It's silly, and we say wonderful in my house a lot now because of it. And you guys probably spy this little pillow. Of course, this is the Otsumatsu pillow that was sent to me by Gigi. And I love this pillow. It hangs out on my bed every day. Sometimes I have the cherub side, sometimes the Oso side. But yeah, I don't have interesting stuff here. It's just pillows. I have a lot of pillows. I like to kind of just lounge in a pile when I sleep. So yeah, so that's pretty much everything. You guys let me know down in the comments what you think of this setup, if you like it. Which shelf do you think looks the best? What is your favorite? Everyone in my family has a favorite shelf. They're kind of fascinated by my whole building my room adventure. And I know I'm missing some figures. I don't have all of them out, especially smaller trading figures, but hopefully when I get my next place, since this is a rental, in my next place I'm going to have more space. Probably going to put up a couple more shelves, which means I have to collect some more figures. So look forward to that in my channel. A lot more collecting going on in the future. And I gotta put my nail polish away. Anyway guys, that's it for this one. Hi to all my subscribers, you guys rock. Say hi to Gus, he's also lounging, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!